Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And that gets things running. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air. And what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Maldini did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, well measured. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Tries to play it through. Oh, that's well spotted. Rummenigge. Can he get it through? Oh, important interception.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Can he latch on to this? Nedved gets flagged offside. First quarter of an hour gone. Well, that pass isn't the best. And this is Ibrahimovic. That is good alertness.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Gullit dominates aerially so often. Aimed beyond the defence. Can he get onto this? Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. A poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given it away, and it's Bellingham. And the shot! It's bounced back off the post, and he's done it! The breakthrough strike. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Seedorf. Now it's Pelé. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Ferdinand. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Pelé purring through the gears. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Maldini gets over and intercepts. Half an hour played now. Vieira. And it's Vieira. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Gullit. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. He's in a good position here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He is just caressing the ball. Now it's Pelé. Great chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Pele clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Oh, he's got a sight of goal. No way through, so back it comes. Brilliantly cut out. Toulouse are looking to go forward now. Vieira. Messi gets a foot in here, and the through ball. And this is Cruyff. And the flag has stayed down. He has found the way through. Oh, that's a fine interception. Pele. That's a lovely, neat pass. Seedorf. Yaya Toure. Bellingham. Someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. Pull it. So much time and space here. Messi. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Pumas leading 1-0 at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Passing nice and neat. Stood up well to him there. Vieira conjures time and space where few can.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And the counter is on. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Rummenigge. Bellingham, and this is Pele. Has a look and plays it forward. And they win it back again. Now it's Pele. Shoots! Oh, it's come loose. Messi. Still just a single goal between the sides. And it's Cruyff. That's a nicely shaped ball. And the shot! I want to be quick to recover this. And he has been fouled there. Maldini, always a very imposing presence at the back. Vieira. Almost an hour gone. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Some really good ball movement. And Hullet! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. That was well played, well stopped.
Vieira. Cruyff is onto this. Your impression so far, Jim?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist Peter in view of the time remaining. He might have a tough call to make now.
Threads one in. Toulouse needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Nedved has it out wide and in space. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. And this is Ibrahimovic! Oh, he's been caught napping! And he's there to clear it.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Nicely aimed pass. Roberto Carlos. Now it's Cruyff. Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pele powering forward here. Now this could be a chance. Oh, sweet feet. Chance, surely! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
He's on it, can he get away? Roberto Carlos, here comes... Oh, smashing header! And that could have brought them level.
Oh, what a moment for him, Peter. He'll be losing sleep over that one tonight.
Hay un cambio en el campo de juego. Número 20.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Número 6. Número 8.
He's found some
Número
chance
7.
for a shot! Oh, taken with style! Do not write them off! Back they come! An act of charity gratefully received.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Toulouse grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Now there's a... Can he finish? Oh, what about that? Late in the day, this could well be it.
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
Pumas take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
There's still a bit left in it, Pete.
That's at the end. Pumas can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets of fans. A truly emotional roller coaster that. Pumas leave it late, but in the end, it was great.
Well, this looked like it had a draw written all over it, Peter, so credit where it's due. They found a way to win it, and they can take great satisfaction from
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Well, of course, Italy has always been the place to be when it comes to defensive maestros, and here is a prime example. So how highly do you rate this fella, Alessandro Nesta?
Well, he's without doubt one of the very best they've produced. He's been mature well beyond his years since those younger days, blending power, speed, technique, and really good intelligence and ability to read the game. It's no surprise to me that so many have aspired to be just like him.
And this is Messi. Nedved. Now it's Nedved. Rummenigge. Oh, nicely intercepted. It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Not the most accurate pass. Vieira. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. And it's Bellingham. And this is Pele! Pele! It's in! That is so good, such sharp skills. And such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. This might see some chance! You want to be quick to recover this. Nedved can see things others simply cannot. Now it's Pele. Pull it. Good driving run.
Toulouse clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Well, he's looking at the referee, and the referee is shaking his head. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, good play on the left-hand side here. And it's Yaya Toure. Pull it. Ball's played through.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And he shoots! Oh, taken with style! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And now he has two. Pumas are doing very nicely, thank you.
And things are much healthier in their favour.
And the shots! And it's there! And with that, he takes home the match ball. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Pumas have hit a quick-fire double here. Looking for options for movement. Oh, can he finish? Great football, shot and save.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Vieira. Pumas heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Now it's Messi. Pass is just off target. Vieira. Bellingham. Pull it. He's a sharp little ball here. Rummenigge was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Pullet gets on the end of things as a matter of habit. Vieira.
Se agregará un minuto al tiempo reglamentario.
Yaya Toure.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan
He's
here.
going for goal! He has got it! Just cruising! They are cruising! A true... And there's the end of the first half. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Pumas really are in control here. They've done exactly what they set out to do. There's a genuine flow about their football, and some of the stuff they've played so far has been great on the eye.
Pumas have run riot in the first half, and barring a miraculous comeback, they have done the job already. And we are back on the way. It's a good foot in there. Toulouse can breathe again, just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
And it's Gullit. Gullit going face-to-face with his great rival. Seedorf. Now it's Pelé. He's gone for goal! Keeper always had the measure of that.
Gullit probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Toulouse are looking to go forward now. Seedorf. It's a threatening ball. It's Pelé! It's a goal! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. It's become a case of men against boys. He has found a way through. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Seedorf.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Pelé will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Ibrahimovic. The message is clear, none shall pass. Now that's a lovely exchange.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
This looks promising. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And it's Vieira. Good running, strong and purposeful. Oh, shooting chance!
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
Vieira. And it's Cruyff. And he's on a charge. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Messi. Now it's Ibrahimovic. That looks a cracking ball. Cruyff! Oh, terrific save.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And now they can spring out of defence. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Pele. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Probing pass. Roberto Carlos. Into the last quarter of an hour. Now it's Pele. Threads one in, and it's made its way to him. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, that's a fine interception. Yaya Toure. Roberto Carlos. Messi. Ferdinand. Oh, good read. Aimed beyond the defence. Bellingham. Chance for a shot! And he couldn't quite make it 6.
Unam really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
It's Pele! Nedved goes back to front. And it's Hullet. Driving forward. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Bellingham. Oh, sweet feet. Oh, good take in a good area. So much time and space here. Oh, super. Bullet!
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Seedorf! He's put it wide. Vieira. Now it's Messi. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Seedorf. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Rummenigge receives it in a good position here. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Hullet is standing over this one. And this is the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between them. And the shot's on here. He's having a go! Ruled out the best in the keeper. He's tried one! And that may well be that. That is that. Pumas really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling. And that is what tends to happen when they do their thing. Pele, very much the hero in this game. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere, and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
He's had a shot! They've got to be quick to recover this. As cross...
Oh, climbs up big! Crossbar comes to the rescue.
And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. Pelé.
Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
Pelé ploughing through the middle.
So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, I've been hugely impressed with what I've seen so far.
Decent chance! There it is!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Well, Ibrahimovic! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Cleared without complication. Roberto Carlos.
And it's Yaya Toure. And here's Yamal. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
And the shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
So just the one early goal to report so far.
And the score is 1-0. And here's Cruyff.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Might be dangerous.
Great chance!
What an absolute shame. The composure and imagination to set himself free. He should be locked up after that.
Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Great vision.
Great, there's the shot!
That's going to go a long way. Thuram produces the perfect tackle there.
Vieira.
Bellingham. And it's Hullet. Out to the right. It's a pretty loose pass.
That's really well manoeuvred.
Pass just lacking in accuracy. That's good running with the ball. Rummenigge, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs.
Picked out brilliantly.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Seedorf. Rummenigge. Rummenigge powering forward here. And he's straight offside. Now it's Messi. Aimed beyond the defence.
Chance! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Vieira. It's Bellingham. Bellingham takes control of it and he's on the move. Pinches it off him. Not the most convincing of passes. Messi.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And here's Yamal. Has a shot! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Yeah, certainly could have been something so much more.
Thuram. Here's a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Pele going face-to-face with his great rival.
Pumazunam can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Now it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Thuram promptly onto that, and that is that. Pull it.
This is the time you need that pace.
Pull it. And it's Vieira. Brilliantly cut out. Messi.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Cafu. Vieira. Ferdinand gets over and intercepts. Bellingham. Pumas finding their passes. Good purposeful running this. Cafu. And it's Ibrahimovic. Rummenigge running with the ball. Messi. Now it's Yamal. And the counter is on. Good ball over the top. And he shoots! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And that'll be the final action of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter. Be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum. And they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
Pumas can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them. And it's 1-0 at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Pumas carrying a one-goal lead. He's in a good position here. Cafu. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And this is Cruyff. That's an excellent interception. Gullit can be a real threat inside the box.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Now it's Gullit. Pele. Gullit. Ferdinand did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And this is Gullit. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Chips it through, and he's in on goal. And a shot! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. It's their second corner of the game. Punched away. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
And now the breakaway. pull it, looking to penetrate opposition lines. Now then, the ball's come loose. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Pass somewhat off target. And it's Vieira. Vieira charging forward, the ball at his feet. Goes for a shot! Oh, crossbar! And smartly reclaimed. Pull it. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And here's Messi. Messi. Oh, this is a... And Messi! Pull it. Pele plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And he's there to make the challenge.
Unam clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Vieira. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Yamal! And the lead stays intact, just.
That was so poor, a very decent chance, and the disappointment is all too obvious.
Threads one in. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And this is Ibrahimovic. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Shoots! He scores! 2 ahead, late in the day, game over surely. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Pumas are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Nesta with the clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. Ferdinand cuts it out. Vieira. That's a lovely, neat pass. There'll be a minute of stoppage time. Messi. And that interception, what? And we're done. Pumas are chirpy, cheerful and contented. It was a comprehensive display throughout, and their tactician-in-chief can draw great satisfaction from it. Pele picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. And after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Unam definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And already we're underway here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Pull it. Oh, this is a... And pull it! What a wonderful goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. So, what can they make of this? Rummenigge. Now it's Bellingham. Bellingham. And a chance! Messi. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Can he get on the end of this? Oh, they could be caught out here. Big chance. Moss, and he shoots! And yes, it's there! And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Rummenigge gets into a good position. Bellingham! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Vieira. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Roberto Carlos. Ibrahimovic. And the shot! Goal! Toulouse! And the comeback is complete. That is so good. Such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Now it's Messi. That looks a cracking ball. Shot a goal! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Keeper's dealt with that. Cross to the back post. Keeper has taken decisive action. And this is Hullet.
This is the time you need that pace.
Tried running through him, but he was not having it. Hullet had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision-making we can't. He learned from it.
And Messi! And he comes up trumps again. Corner number 2 then. There's the shot! And he hits the net. They are are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time.
Now it's Cruyff.
Well, that is one way to stop him.
Rummenigge. And it's Hullet. Threads one in.
Messi! Messi! Genius! He's got himself an absolute peach. Half-time imminent! What a time to score! Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
And that has left him in a heap.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Roberto Carlos
Stood his ground strongly. That is a brilliant interception.
Rummenigge.
Rummenigge in the hunt and looking threatening. And there is the half-time whistle. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half. Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Rummenigge. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rummenigge. And here's Messi. Lovely bit of skill. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. He's tried one! That was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And now a sudden chance to counter. And now the breakaway. And it's Luis Suarez. Can he get it through? And he was alert to it. Thuram has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Rummenigge pinches it off him. Pumas needing a change of fortune here. Now it's Messi. This looks promising. No, that's been intercepted. Great ball, and he's in here.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Oh, smashing header! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, that's a move which shouldn't be allowed to repeat. A dribble, cross and attempt, all too easy.
Thuram.
Pumas Unam may only be one behind, but they're showing much in terms of threatening parity.
Rummenigge goes steaming forward. And here's Hullet. Oh, such a clever touch. And it's Maldini. That's Vieira. And here's Bellingham.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Cruyff picks it up out wide, and he welcomes it in. They're urging him to... He's had a shot! Messi, and the counter is on. Now that looks a decent ball. Rummenigge. Very nicely done. Now it's Messi.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. That is lovely. Great chance! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Caught offside that time.
Hay un cambio en el campo de juego. Número
Both sides
19.
then taking this chance
Messi.
to turn to their benches.
Número 6. Número 10. Número 7.
And here's Bale.
Número 8.
Tries to pass it through.
Número
That is
17.
expertly dealt with.
Número 20.
That has not gone well.
Número 18.
Was somewhat off target.
Número 14. Número 5.
Lovely
Se
pass,
va a
but
realizar
can he
un
get
cambio.
there? And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Oh, that's well spotted. Pumas are looking desperate here, short on time and options.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Pelé. Pelé. Neymar. He's found a way past.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Cruyff, the specialist in tearing teams apart.
Se agregará un minuto al
1
tiempo
minute to add,
reglamentario.
according to the board. Good running, strong and purposeful. And we're done. Pumas did lead. Indeed, they controlled, but they managed to throw it all away. A defeat made even more painful by the way it came to pass. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
It can be difficult at times playing in front of your own fans if you're not living up to the expectations, and I think with confidence looking a little fragile at the moment, they were playing not to lose.